Well, the ink is still wet on that open letter that landed on Andrew Nagnost's digital desk last week, penned by numerous, seriously massive, global architectural behemoths voicing their displeasure at the current state of Autodesk's AEC offerings, voicing grievances about the way Revit's being developed, the way the whole offering and the subscription status is. All these guys famous for the world's greatest architectural constructs and housing. Well, Autodesk have decided to give something back. They've wasted no time here in taking action, because Autodesk have partnered with 4 of the biggest and greatest houses in the universe. That's right, Gryffindor, Hufflepuff, Slytherin and Ravenclaw. Autodesk have teamed up with Hogwarts, and they have begun sending out invites to a selection of Autodesk's customers, offering them placements in Hogwarts. It's actually happening, mate. It really is. An unexpected outburst of humour. Many Autodesk customers, you might be one of them, are receiving emails from Autodesk at autodeskcommunications.com saying, "We are pleased to inform you that you've been accepted at Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry. Please find enclosed a list of all necessary books and equipment." Unfortunately, there's no attachment, which kind of rules this out being a spam attack. This isn't someone's... apparently, and there's a bit more to it, which I'll explain, but this is not someone hijacking Autodesk's email communications and sending out any kind of dodgy viruses or malware or anything like that. There's an explanation behind this, but there was no attachment to this email. But yeah, please find enclosed a list of all necessary books and equipment. Term begins on September the 1st. We await your owl by no later than July 31st. Well, fortunately, due to current human malware conditions, the owls are social distancing and there's none available at this time. So yes, unfortunately, most people will have missed the deadline of July 31st, given that we're into August now. Yours sincerely, Minerva. I'm not a Harry Potter, I can't pronounce that, but the deputy headmistress of Hogwarts. So if you've received this email from Autodesk, aside from having a good old chuckle, I mean, there is a big forum post on this. There's hundreds of people, by the looks of it, have got this. What appears to have happened is last year, someone on the Maya team was experimenting with like an internal email list. And they must have just typed that out. They must have just had, like, I don't know, maybe they were binge watching Harry Potter with their wife or girlfriend or significant other. And they just thought, I'll write a humorous email, test an internal system. And they've accidentally tagged on a customer mailing list. And it's sent out that to all customers. And this happened last year. And then it's happened again today. And absolutely tons of people have got it. What's happened, man? Yeah, so if you've got this, and you've received this email, it's not malicious from the looks of it. There's various people in Autodesk who are investigating how it's happened, but it does look like it's safe. There's nothing to worry about. There's been no hack. There's been no data breach. If you go to, I'll link this article or this forum post in the description of the video. But if you go to the page, if you go to page 1, you'll see that on the second post, there's a guy from the Maya team, I think he's from the Maya team, said, "We're investigating this," but I believe it was a test email sent to a Maya subscriber list. So it looks like he knew what it was and how it came about, and then the exact same email sort of happened again. But yeah, it's come from an Autodesk email domain. That's just, that was quite funny. Just how, it's quite funny, but it's also a little bit worrying at the same time, because I mean, I don't want to be a Debbie Downer and all that kind of stuff. I mean, I'm going to be, but you know, it is quite worrying how somebody is capable of mass emailing Autodesk customers as easily as that. You know, what if somebody within Autodesk does get a bit annoyed at their job at some point and decides, hey, I've got access to all the customers, because this went out to people who were outside of Maya. It looks like this crossed boundaries, went to people who work in Civil 3D and AutoCAD in various different industries, different departments. It is a little bit concerning that somebody is able to do that, and that person had access to that email and they were playing with that email. So what kind of person was playing with that email about Harry Potter and then had access to email out an entirety? I mean, it's not the entirety of the subscription base, because I didn't get that email. I'm quite upset that I didn't get that email, but I didn't get it. But it does make you wonder, like, what email list was that? I don't know. Never mind. It's just, anyway, the whole point of this is just to let you know that if you did get this, it doesn't look like it's malicious. It looks legit. Like, obviously not legit, but it looks like it's safe. It's a mistake from Autodesk's side. So, but there you go. You've teamed up with Hogwarts, and yeah, unfortunately, you've all missed your deadline to be wizards. And even if you could, you'd have to do it over Teams and learn virtually over Adobe, whatever remote services, maybe Zoom. Could you be a wizard? Could you learn to be a wizard over Zoom? I think you could easily teach someone how to be a wizard over Zoom. I've taught people how to be wizards over YouTube for years, mate. Right, that's it. That's all I've got. Hope you liked it. If you do, I cover Autodesk news. If you're new to this, I cover Autodesk news all the time. Bits and pieces that are going on. So if you like this sort of stuff, hit subscribe down below. Hit the bell as well so you get notified when videos go live. And I'll see you in the next one. Doodles.